Hi guys, it's Sarah from isweariamstitching. This is Flosstube 139. Today is September 5th, 2025. It's good to see you again. If you're new, hey, thanks for trying me out. If you're not new, thanks for coming back as always. I appreciate it, you guys. I look tired, I feel tired. I've been having some serious back pain and it's just wiping me out. But ask me how it happened. I don't know. Went to bed, woke up the next day and I could barely move. Sleeping. I'm so old, sleeping hurts me. But yeah, so I got some things to show you. Obviously, that's why I'm here. That's why you're here. So I'll just do life throughout the video. Like I said, I hurt my back. I'll probably talk about that some more later. I was going to do a floss tube last Friday because I had it off, but I was sad because our cat passed away. A week ago, I passed away on Wednesday night, and then Thursday morning I took her to the local funeral home to have her cremated, and actually about 2 hours ago I was able to pick her remains up. So yeah, I did some sad shopping at work because I had to go to work that day, but I couldn't drop her off till 9 when I was supposed to be there at 9, so I called and said, look, I'm gonna be a little bit late because my cat passed away. And they were understanding, so whatever. But so one of the sad things I bought was I will admit I was not as sad and broken up as when my puppies died, because they had been around for 14, 12 years. We had Lila for about 2 years, and she was more my kid's cat. I was actually trying not to get attached to her because of the recent deaths of our dogs. So instead of like being like, come here, Biddles, come here, Lila, come to mommy, I'd be like, come to the landlord, come to the landlord. I was trying to call myself the landlord, not mommy. But my kid's at school most of the time, so, you know, I got attached. I was sad. When my girls passed away, when my beagles passed away, I just needed mindless. So I'm sure if you've been around, you remember I did some diamond art kits my kid had with a little black cat in them. And then I don't do anything special. I just date them and pop them on the inside of a cabinet I have over here, our game cabinet and game/craft cabinet. And then my kid wasn't home when she passed. It was okay. So Lila was sick for a few weeks. Didn't have an appetite. And then my kid took her to the vet because she was still home for a summer break. And she got better. She was eating. Her appetite was back. She started meowing more at us. But then she started peeing in the house, which this cat basically just moved in. I believe it was our next door neighbor's cat. I don't know. It came over one day and was like, hey, I don't like it over there, and do you guys want me? And we're like, yeah, sure, come on in. So, you know, I took care of it when it had gotten in fights, you know, had wounds that I was taking care of. This is back when we first got her. And then, but she, I don't know if she was always an outside cat or she was like an inside-outside cat over there for a little while. Because when we took her to the vet about a month ago, they said she was maybe a little more than 2. So when she first came over here, she was still pretty young. But she never peed or pooped to the house. She always was like at the door like, hey, meow, I want out. I got to do my stuff. And I was like, awesome. This is great. Okay, we'll keep her around because I don't have to get a litter box. But the past couple weeks, she had started peeing in the house. So we'd put down puppy pads or pee pads where we noticed she was trying to go. So she was doing that. And then she lost her appetite again. And then she was on the front porch just lounging. And she went to jump off it. And she just kind of fell and laid there. I went, oh, this is not good. So I brought her in. And then she passed that night. But I don't know what the whole point of the story was. Like where I started and where I'm ending, how I'm going or what I'm doing or who I am. But anyways, so at work, after I took her to dropped her body off at the funeral home, I don't know what, if this story is linear at all, makes any sense. I don't even know what the point I was leading up to. Oh, with my girls, I'd had them for 2 years and I couldn't like, I'd lost all interest in crafting when they passed. I was devastated when Amber died. She was my baby. So then when Lila passed, I was super sad, not devastated, but like sadder than I thought I'd be. And I didn't want to do any of my normal crafts. And I also was like, well, I did a diamond art. When the girls passed, I feel like I needed to do a diamond art for Lila. So when I was at work, after I dropped her off at the funeral home, I got one of her Halloween kits, just a little one of a black cat, which I thought was appropriate. So apparently the eyes glow in the dark. I don't know. It'll be in a cabinet, so, like on a door, so I'll never see it glow in the dark. But I felt like it was appropriate because the ones for the girls are like classic art pieces with like a little black cat just plopped in the middle of it. And then I didn't want to go digging through my kid's room looking for, because I think she had a set of 4, looking for another one to do for Lila. So I saw that at work. I was like, yep, that's a black cat. I'm getting that. And Lila had green eyes. So that was what I did instead of stitching. It only took me a day. It's small. That's what I did instead of stitching because it's mindless. And when the girls passed and I was super sad, I watched my favorite movie in the world and my sad movie that I watch when I'm really sad, Never Ending Story. When Lila died, I did this and I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So I don't know. I feel like I needed, even though I wasn't really laughing a lot because, I love that show and it's funny, but I was in the laughing mood. I needed something light. So I did this and watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Also, since it's only all I have. I did sad shopping because I was sad. So I also bought this one. I don't know why. I mean, I like mushrooms and it's cool, but apparently I'm a diamond artist now. And then I bought this diorama kit. I've never done a diorama before. I don't know. Plywood, paper, acrylic, glue, tweezers. Oh, tweezers. I have a feeling this is something I'm going to start and then make my kid finish for me. But look how cool it is. Isn't it cool? Yeah, obviously I got that from work. Because I dropped my cat off at the funeral home. I worked. Saw the diamond art thing. And I was like, I'm buying more stuff. Because I have a discount. And I'm sad. So. That's my haul. My sad shopping. I thought I bought something online. I did buy something online. I bought a quill pattern. Because I've been quilting a lot lately. But I don't even know if I have a quilt pattern. It's from GE Designs. If you hear doggies barking, our new neighbors have 3 Rottweilers. I think they're like less than a year old. I see them right there. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I think they're Rottweiler Pitbull mixes. But oh my god, they're the cutest. They are so cute. Sorry. Okay, I bought this pattern because I saw someone do it. The Teen Spirit from GE Designs. Because I saw someone do it where every few blocks was a panel. And I have a Halloween panel from my friend Stephanie that I'm thinking I'm going to try to make work to fit into some of those spots and then do Halloween-y stuff. Because I have panels and I don't know what to do with them. Fabric panels, and I thought, well, they did it for Halloween and it looked good, so maybe I can do it for Halloween and it'll look good. So, yeah, so that's what I bought. that was my sad sad purchases. And since I'm still on the sad stuff, like I said, I picked up Lila's stuff today. Look how, just a little bit ago, look how small her little tin is. And then little paw print. It's our only paw print ever, so I'm so happy they do paw prints. They have the date wrong. She died on the 27th. I'll have to change that. But look how little, they had to have shaved her paws because her paws, she was supposed to go to the groomer right before she got really sick. And so her paws were like super hairy. Look at that little paw print. And then this is new. This is the same place that we cremated Amber through. And they didn't do this with Amber, but this must be new because that was... You guys, I've lost 3 pets in 16 months. It's no wonder I feel like I'm constantly down. We lost Amber. in December of 23. We lost Daisy a few months ago. And we lost Lila a week ago. But anyways, it's a little jar with her hair tufts of hair. And she was a tuxedo cat, and so I'm so happy they got some of the white. So, yeah, it's Lila's fur. Now that I've bummed everyone out. I apologize. Again, you guys, I lost 3 pets in less than 2 years. I do not know if I'll ever get another pet because I just do not like, I don't want to get attached like that. It was definitely harder with my beagles because I had them so long. But Lila was still hard because she may not have been the most affectionate kitty, but she was such a sweet kitty. That's enough of that. Oh, that's enough of that, right? Okay. Let's go what you're here for. Not sadness. You know what? I'm going to stick on the sadness boat for just one more second and show you something my friend Stephanie sent me after the passing of Lila. If you remember, after Daisy, she sent a big-ass box of wheat thins because we call them grief thins because they're good for snacking. Actually, I haven't had any yet because I haven't had much of an appetite. I haven't really been snacking much. The only stuff I've been snacking on really is knockoff Cheetos at work. But anyways, so grief thins. And then if you've been around for a while, you know this about me. If you haven't been around for a while, you should know this about me. I love dicks. Whenever my husband and I go bike riding and there's graffiti, I love graffiti. And I love it especially when people throw a dick on something. And I always take a picture of it. I don't know why, but she sent me dick paper clips. And I'm pretty much an atheist. Think all religion is a cult. I apologize if you are religious. I will not bother you about it because that is your choice. I mean, freedom of religion, woo. Also means freedom from religion, woo. But anyways, probably lost a couple people there. But anyways, pretty much an atheist. Don't believe in a lot of things. But I love nuns. I don't know why. But ever since I was a little girl, I love nuns. My favorite movie is Trouble with Angels. Not my favorite. My favorite's Narnia Story. One of my favorites is The Trouble with Angels. That's it, right? I always get the name wrong, though. Yeah, The Trouble with Angels. Yep, that's what I knew that's what it was called. The one with Haley Mills and... Let me see if I can find Rosalind Russell. I love her. This movie. Trouble with Angels. Anyways, ever since I was a little girl, if I'd be flipping through the TV and they'd be showing an old movie and like a nun would appear or there'd be some sort of nun, I'd be like, I have to watch this. So I love nuns. So she sent me a world's greatest nun mug. So yeah, this pretty much sums me up. If you want to know, gee, what's Eat My Oxygen's me on Instagram. What is it's where I'm stitching like? She's like dicks and nuns. And a lot of cursing. And having depression. And cross stitching since she was like 8. That's me. But thank you, Stephanie. So those are pick me ups. And now I can use my mug. I haven't wanted to dirty it up until I showed it off. So, okay. Now, sadness train is moving on. I don't know why I probably chopped the air. It was more like slapping. That's correct. Anyways. Okay, so let's get on to stitching. Let's see, you guys, I lost my place in my... Okay, I'll start with, there we go, because I hadn't written it down. I wrote it down now. My August kit was long dog sampler, which is in one of these bags, for my self-made kit, year of kits. Everything's a kit. So I want to try out different kits from companies I never tried out, or ones I tried out and I was like really like a long ass time ago. Because I know I did diminishing kits when I was younger. I know I did, but I don't remember them, so it doesn't count. But since it's 12 months, and I wasn't struggling to find 12 months worth of kits, but I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to do a long dog, and I had one in particular I wanted to do, and I was like, it's not technically a kit, but I'm throwing it in with the kit. Year of kits, I'm doing a long dog. So I did a long dog, and that was last month's on my little spinning wheel. It picked the long dog sampler, and I'm doing You Belong to Me, because because if you've been around for a while, or if you're new, I don't know why I keep saying that. Another thing about Sarah is she loves ancient Egypt. So that, as soon as I saw that, because there's a lot of long dogs, I'm like, I love seeing other people do them because they're beautiful. I'm like, I don't want it. But as soon as I saw that, it's like, yeah. I have to stitch that. That has to be mine. It has to be in my home. So this is what I did for August, and it's on Garibaldi's Needleworks 16 count in Ada in marigold. And I'm doing my monochromatic. I'm doing it in 336. Except for, so far, there's little tiny, there's little tiny bees and little tiny butterflies spread out, just like on their own, just sprinkled throughout. I'm going to do them in 3765, and if I'm not sold on it, they're really little, self-contained little stitches. I can just rip out real quick and then make them the dark blue if I want. I was trying to get a page done. It wasn't a hard and fast goal, but it was kind of like my little goal. And I got most of a page done. So here it is. Most of a page, and then because I think I showed you last month, I just want to see how big it would be on the fabric, so I went all the way across on top and all the way down on bottom, just to make, because I knew I would have enough. I knew I'd have more than enough fabric, but you know, you get paranoid, so I wanted to make sure. So I got most of one page done, and all the way across and down, and see the little. I'm sorry for the light. The little bees in the different blue. They're not. I like it because it's different, but it doesn't stand out. I admire the hell out of people who use a lot of different fabric, a lot of different colors on their long dog. And it's just, I don't have the creativity to pick and choose what on this should be what colors. Plus, I fell in love with mono like that, so I was like, I'm just gonna do mono. But then when I was pulling out thread to work on it, I'd left this in my thread bag by accident. It was one of the options I had considered. So I was like, you know, I'm just going to see how it looks. So I popped in one little bee, and I was like, yeah, I like it. So I popped in a second bee, and I'll keep doing that. And like I said, if I don't like it, because that was the first bee I did, and I did it in the blue, dark blue. Just rip those out real easy and pop them in to the dark blue. Yeah, it's getting blown out, that yellow. Oh, I don't know. The lighting's awful. But there she is. I'm like, look at all that progress. I felt all accomplished because, you know, you're just looking at one page. I'm like, oh, I did a lot. And then you pick up the cover footer and you're like, oh, I did not do a lot. That's so much. So, I think I was going to do another WhipGo board of woe next year, but I think it might just be WhipGo kits, because obviously I'm going to have a lot of kits that from this year that don't have a huge amount of progress on them, because I worked on them for like a month, maybe a little more. And the big kits. Let's see, what else did I do? What else did I work on? Sorry, my nose started itching. I think that's the Flosstube thing, right? Itchy nose? Dead Sea Mermaid, because she's my summer, just thread everywhere. My summer lady. Where are you at? Because fall starts on the 21st, I believe. And I'll be out of town. So I won't be able to work on my fall lady until I get back at the end of the month. But this is my summer lady from Meriden Designs, the Dead Sea Mermaid. She is so quick. For some reason, I thought she was bigger than she was. Which is what happened for my last summer lady, the Witch Mermaid. Can't remember the name of it. That was done super quick. So I like doing my mermaids during the summer because it feels appropriate. Summer, mermaids, water. But she's going really quick. Like my goal was to get basically her butt up, like from the end of that trident spear thing up. That was my goal. No beat, not the beating. The beating is obviously last. And back stitching. Just basically to get the stitching done. And I've gotten a bunch of her tail done. And this is on 36 count? No, it's a tight 32 count Lugana in Haunted from Bestitch Me. Using all the called for colors. Is it Krynic? Yeah, Krynic and DMC. Look at that. Look how much I got done on her. Look how much. So I got this chunk of tail done, and this chunk of tail done. So I just have this chunk of tail left to do. I'm not going to set a goal of finishing that in the summer, because again, I have 2 more weeks to work on her, and I'm not honestly sure if I'll pick her up the next 2 weeks. I might just, after this video, put her away, because still in a weird headspace. So I've been focusing on my HAED a lot, because it's not easy, mindless stitching. There's something about that HAED. I just get lost in it, doing like a page at a time, and like color completing as much as I can without going all over the place. It just gets, addicting's not the word. It's just satisfying to be like, go down my list, go next color, boom, oh, do this little patch, boom, next color, boom. It's just what I've been into. So like I said, making no plans to have the stitching on her done in the next 2 weeks before I leave to see my family. But look at all that progress I got on her. Gosh, she's so her face is so creepy without any back stitching. But once you get the back stitching and done, look at those eyebrows. Look at those huge eyebrows. They just make her look so mad. It's like big bushy eyebrows. I'll absolutely love it. So yeah, oh yeah. So close though. I mean, I outlined it so I could fill in, and it didn't go all the way down because I was in the Q snap. It went to about there. So basically, I just have, where's the dark part? This dark part is here. So this is all I have left. Of course, I think that might be the biggest chunk of stitching. Maybe not. And I think I have to still find some of her beads. I think I have only 2 of the 4 beads. I thought I had 3 beads in here. Oh, okay. So I've got the seed beads, but I don't have the bicones. So I'll have to find those eventually. If not, I think there's like 9 and 8, and they're like red, little red ones, and black, and I may have some of those in my stash. So we'll see. She will not be done this summer, but she will be done next summer. Especially if I decide to like pick her up randomly before her time. Just that bit of tail and then back stitching and beading. Oh, she's so pretty on this. This fabric is so pretty. I wish I had not started her right in the frickin' middle. I haven't done that. Well, I guess maybe I do all the time. I know I've done it in so long. I do it all the time. I don't know what I was thinking. Why put her right in the middle? Because then, like, I'll have enough when I cut to do, like, small things. Quirky Quakers, little pillows, things like that. But if I had just moved her up a good chunk, like, started her here, I'd have a nice chunk of fabric left at the bottom. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. Also, I kind of wish I'd maybe just started her this way and then higher up, and then I could have had, and then maybe over a little bit and like started her head like in that purpley part. So, you know, there are regrets. Not huge ones. I still think she's beautiful, and I think she pops on the bluey part of that fabric. And you get some of the purple in there, the tail and stuff. Usually I overthink things. And this time I did not with her. I was just like, you know what? The middle. Let's do this. I knew how big she was going to be. I had no fear she was going to fit on that. So I'm not sure why I was like, better put her in the middle just to make sure she fits. Let's see. That is, and then for this month, the September whip goes were called. They are number 14, which for me was my HAED, and the goal is 200 stitches. Did that. I'll show you the HAED at the end. And number 18, chatelaine, just 200 stitches. And I did either right at 200 or just a little under 200. I can't remember. And my chatelaine is the Egypt Garden Mandala. So pretty. I really wish there were more pictures and like close-ups. I mean, it's so detailed. Why you couldn't get closer than this? Look at all this empty space. Anyways. Because again, Sarah loves ancient Egypt. I mean, this is just Egyptian in general. I mean, the pyramids, I guess, ancient Egypt, but whatever. And this is on 32 count vintage country mocha. And where's my arrow? Yeah, I did just over 200 because I finished that one section off. So I did these little pillars, those little, whatever that bluey part is, and like a couple, like at least one line of green. Did I do 2 lines of greens? 2 lines of green? Like this isn't even the part I dislike because this is all just straight stitching and not half stitches and partial stitches. But for my chatelaine, she will take me a lifetime because I will just chip away at her. Look at the look at the chickens. Yeah, so that is the pillars, which would be. Oh God! I just put my elbow right on the edge of the table. Oh, ouch! It would be the bottoms of pillars right there, and those little blue parts. So yeah, so I'm only working on one section at a time, basically one page. I was trying to go around, and it got just too repetitive and too boring, especially because in the middle there, those flowers in the blue, so many half stitches. I was like, I hate this so much. So, and then I'm going to need to make another copy of the pattern when it comes time to do specialty stitches and back stitches because I cannot read them once I highlight over them for the normal stitches. It's really wish I could have pattern keeper for this. Really wish the pattern was bigger like a Mirabilia. The pattern is so small, it is so hard to read sometimes. It's so frustrating. Ow! What am I hitting? Oh, it's making it really, that's part of why this is on my Whip Go Board of Woe and why it's so unenjoyable for me is I really, really hate the way the pattern is. I hate the symbols and I hate how small it is. But I cannot wait to have this done because it's gorgeous. But I friggin' hate the pattern. Friggin' hate the pattern. And I hate partials. And there's so many half stitches in this. So many half stitches. But there we go. But it's pretty. Like, I didn't realize how much I would like browns. I was like, man, these are some pretty browns and golds and greens. I'm like, when I pull them out of the bag, I'm like, that's kind of ugly. But then when I get down there, I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. See how I was trying to go around? And I was like, no, screw this shit. So I just am focusing on a page. My neighbor is like, what is he doing out there? Oh, sorry, guys. Squirrel. But my neighbor just went like crazy on his porch back there. Like frantically cleaning, like he got caught doing something wrong. All he was doing is smoking out there. And he didn't put a cigarette out, so he's not afraid of being caught smoking. That was weird. Okay, I'm sorry. You don't care. So, so that was the whip goes. Like I said, I'll show you my HAED at the very end. And then for this month's kit, I spun my little wheel, and it came out with RTO's Guardian of the Magical Forest. And I tried to stitch on it, but my state of mind and the lighting in my house, I realize now that there's a light out right here, and there's also a light out in my living room, so my already dark house is darker, and that's probably why it was not, well, it was more hard to do, because this is a really dark Ada it comes with, and I just couldn't see my stitches, and I was like, I'm not in the mood to fight this. I put it away. I worked on it for like 10 minutes, but it's gorgeous, so gorgeous. And it comes with, I'm assuming DMC, I can't remember, it's a yeah, DMC, and I'm pretty sure this is a 16 count Ada. Super dark navy blue. Yeah, I got literally 8 stitches. Yep, that's what I got done. Because it's dark, and I was like, I'm not here for it. Ta-da! That's the start. Right in the middle, smack dab in the middle, so it's one of those light blue scales. I don't know, it says the magical forest, but tell me it doesn't look like a water dragon. And like, I know it's got like leaves, but some of that stuff looks like it could be underwater plants, and that clearly the leaf. That just looks like a water dragon to me. What's the Garden of the Magical Forest? Gorgeous. So oh god, I can't wait. I can't wait to have good lighting, or feel better and be able to put up with the dark fabric. Because that's all I got. This is to hold my needle in my needle minder, because I don't have a notions pouch, since all the threads are, you know, it's a kit, so they come on their little kit boards. Look at those colors. Look at this. Oh, look at this pinks. Look at these pinks and purple. Look, this grouping right here. I wish it came out better. Maybe if I turn it this way. No, but this, this grouping right here. Oh, fabulous. And then of course it's dark. And look at this gold. Once I get over the dark fabric, it's going to be so fun to see come alive, because it's so pretty. I just, so pretty. So glad I did this year of kits to try out kits. And then, before I show my Shadowland, I'll show you what I also worked on, because as the cat was sick and getting sicker, and I was getting sad and getting sadder, I didn't stitch a bunch. I worked on some diamond art, and it has no name. It's a Michael's kit for Halloween. It's 2 skeleton lovers. I did this. That's all I did. This is going to take me a while, because this is probably the biggest one I've ever done. I usually like small ones I can do in a day or two, because usually that's all my mind needs. So this isn't like a pick up because she's sad, doing it a couple days or two and mindless. This is something I'm doing with purpose that I'm going to actually hang in our bedroom. So pretty colors. Never thought I'd be a diamond art person, you guys. I am still like, who the hell am I? All right, now the HAED. Oh, I forgot to put that back. I'll put it back later. So, since I saw you last time, which was on August 15th, first, my HAED is Heaven and Earth Designs. It is Nefertiti, Egypt again. And the artwork is by Mandy Manzano. God damn, she's pretty. I also really love the Arthurian legend, so I'm not sure why I have nothing Arthurian legend. It's like Egypt all the time up in here. Oh, look at those colors on her. She's so pretty. But since I saw you less than a month ago, I was at 9 pages. I'm now at 10 pages done. I was 28.86% last time. I'm now at 31.97%. And since I saw you, I've stitched 7,964 stitches. So 10 pages! I don't even know how many pages she is. How many pages are you, gorgeous? She is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I lost count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 full pages, and then like 5 little dinky pages. And actually, one of the edge sides aren't full pages, or close to full. I'll show you. See. So like on that end, they're almost full, and then down here at the bottom, there's little tiny bits. But look, that's how much I have of her done. Oh, she's so pretty. And this is on 25 count. Easy guide? I don't know, the gridded stuff. And I'm doing it 2/1 10 stitch. And I just took it out of the Q-snap because I was just working on her. Look how pretty she is. Look at that face. Oh gosh. I wish you could see that face better. Look at her lips. Girl, look at those lips. She is so stinking pretty. I couldn't decide where I wanted to work. I thought about going up here and doing down a little bit. And then I just decided to number the pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I put in a tiny decision wheel and it picked 8. So I'm working right there on that side of her face. Look at those colors and her face. She's so pretty, you guys. Oh, absolutely adore this project. I'm so glad I got Pattern Keeper, and then I put her on my Whipco board of woe and fell in love with her so hard. Like once she's done, and God knows when, I have another full coverage, not a HAED, but another full coverage lady that I would like to tackle. I never thought I'd say that. But I'm definitely not the kind of person that's going to have more than one HAED going, because that just feels too stressful. Especially since I have other really big-ass ones that are going to take forever and that I'm not enjoying. Chatelaine. Hello, Chatelaine. Long Dog's big-ass, but so far I'm not enjoying it. I can see it getting boring, but so far I'm not enjoying it. But yeah. There she is. Look at her. I want you to just like appreciate this face. I want you to look at this face and love it as much as I do. And like I've said a bunch of times, I don't do a hard page because I don't want a hard line break. So I basically do a page, but kind of go off a little bit so that it's staggery. So there's no hard, except for apparently right there, big chunk right there, hard line breaks. Look at those pretty colors. Oh, it's gonna be so big and gorgeous. I already can't wait to have her framed. Isn't that silly? She's not even halfway done. And I'm like, I can't wait to get you framed. I can't wait to get, I mean, it's at the very end. I could get to it if I It's like after this part, if I just go down, I could get to the very bottom, because that's where that scarab is. I mean, it's only like half a scarab, but look, that blue scarab, because yeah, so if I just went straight down from her mouth, I could get that scarab. I can't wait to do that scarab. I love it. I wish it was a full scarab. But it's cool. That's my HAED. That's... Hi, guys. What they want out so bad. They were actually out yesterday, rolled up. Oh, my gosh. After work, I went to work early because my manager was leaving, and it was like one of her last days, and she was a shorter person, and she said, hey, can you come in instead of 11, come in at 9? I was like, yeah, sure, not a problem. Instead of leaving at 5 to go home, I left at 4. It took me, which usually takes about 25 minutes to go home. It took me an hour and 25 minutes to go home because the interstate had 2 accidents. And I was like, I was gonna go home, go to the store, buy some stuff, actually make some dinner. I was like, fuck it. I got home, I got into town, I got Wendy's, I went home. Got Wendy's for my husband and my son, and came home. And when I rolled to my house, all 3 of the Rottweilers were in my front yard, like, hey. I'm like, our houses are identical. And I was like, so I opened the door, I was like, guys, this is not your house. And they were like, like, they're not aggressive or anything. I was like, guys, but I was afraid they were going to get my Wendy's. I was like, this is not your house. You have to go. And then so 2 of them kind of ran away. And one went to my door like, let's go in. I'm like, I can't steal. Sorry, save, rescue, adopt another neighbor's pet. I just lost one of them. And then I was like, I know, it looks like your house, but it's not. And then it was like, come on, lady. So they're not aggressive, and they're really young. And that one is trying so hard to get out. Oh my God, puppy, stop it. So yeah, so if you hear barking nonstop, I do apologize. They are just babies. One, I think, might be younger, because that high-pitched barking one that you hear the most, I think that's Athena. I think she barks the most. We want her to come to my house. She's so cute. But I also don't want any more pets. Never, ever again. All right. So that's it. What's going on? Life. Told you about my Lila girl. My back has been so bad. I've been popping my oxycodone I got when I had my arm surgery that I didn't take for that because that didn't hurt that bad. That's how badly it hurts, especially when I try to go to sleep. So I've just been using those when I sleep. And then I've been popping an ibuprofen. Yeah, no. What have I been taking? Which one am I not supposed to take? My brain just went completely blank and there's an ant on my floor. Tylenol. I've been popping Tylenol. Like 3 at a time. And then every now and then when things are really bad during the day, like at work, I've been taking ibuprofen, which I'm not supposed to take. I'm not supposed to take NSAIDs after having gastric bypass surgery, but sometimes that's the only thing that helps and I feel so bad. Like right now, right before this video, I popped some Tylenol, so I'm okay. But it like radiates down my whole left side from like, it stops just below my knee. It goes mid-back. It's mainly my hip. So I called the doctor finally because this started happening Sunday. They can't fit me until Monday. And I have to do a truck on Wednesday, another 3 a.m. truck where I have to lift a lot of heavy stuff. And then we're getting on a plane and flying to Nevada. And I'm like, I gotta get this worked out before this happens. I have to. The truck part, if I can't do it, I can't do it. Fuck it. But I'm gonna be on a plane for like 6 to 7 hours at a time, so I need to be comfortable. If I don't get pain meds or whatever they give me, I need them to help me. I need them to make me better. So that's life, which is also like if you've ever had a hurt back, it's exhausting. Like, I feel like if I'm not working, I'm sleeping because my back hurts so much. Like doing, especially after work, oh my God, I'm so tired and in so much pain. And I'm so thankful for heated car seats because, oh my God, it feels so good after work when I sit down and there has been times when I've been home where I'm like, I have a rice thingy I made. So I've been heating that up, laying on it. But there have been times where I'm like, I'm going to sit in my car on that heated seat because it feels so good. Right now it's starting to hurt again. But anyways, so I'm almost done. But it just makes you so tired. Like I haven't actually these past 4 days or so gotten a lot of stuff done on my stitching because sad. So I did diamond art and also pain. So stitching, not a lot done the last 4 days. What else? Oh, and I told my son like 2 weeks ago before I was in any pain. He loves going to the fair, and I've never been a big fair person. And we live close enough to 3 counties that last year he went to 3 different county fairs. And by the third one, he was kind of sad because he had gone alone to all of them. So this year I said, hey, buddy, I'll go to our county's fair with you. He's like, great. So he gets off work. I'm off today. I don't have to work until later in the afternoon tomorrow. And I don't think he has to work tomorrow. So we decided that when he gets off work today, me and him, we're going to go to the fair. We're going to have some fair food. I'm going to bring my husband home a funnel cake. I may ride some rides. I can't remember the last time I rode on a ride because I'm so big. So, but now I'm like, oh, it's like, buddy, if we go and I get grouchy or I said, just don't take it personally. I'm in pain. I will take some, like in the car ride to the fair, I'll pop some more Tylenol. But, you know, just if I snap, I apologize. It's not personal. I'm in pain. So I'm upset that I promised I'd do this with him. And now I'm in pain. But I'm going to fucking put on a happy face and I'm going to have fun with him because he loves the fair. And that poor guy had to go to all 3 by himself last year. So I'm going to man up. Go to the fair. Eat some greasy food. Ride a ride. And that's it for life, really. I know, like I said, we're going to Vegas in a couple weeks to see my family. I'm from California, but my parents, my dad and them, my parents retired to Vegas. That's where my mom's best friend is. And I'm doing Trek next Wednesday. Let's see. When can I do another Flosstube? Shit skis, guys. What is today? 5th? I might not be able to do another Flosstube until next month. Oh, and my birthday's in 2 weeks. I have no plans for it. I don't really care. Kind of bummed. Not bummed, I'm turning 45. I don't really give a shit. I'm old, I know it. And guess what? I'm gonna keep getting older, because that's how that works. Who cares? But, I just want my body to not act like it's getting that way yet. I don't know if, like, we're going to Vegas shortly thereafter, so I'm not sure we'll actually even do anything. That day, actually, on my birthday, my older son is picking up my younger son from college for the flight, for the trip. So he'll be gone all day. Maybe my husband and I will do what we always do. Whenever there's a special occasion, we go to Quiznos. We're so stupid. Like, this is nothing, we're not fancy, and we're like, Quiznos is good. It's close by, we like Quiznos. Yep. Because he works that day because it's a normal day. I work that day because it's a normal day. So when big things like anniversaries and stuff fall on normal days we both work, we just meet at Quiznos and drive home. That's probably what we'll do. Okay. This is a long video. I'm sorry that it's been such a downer and I feel like all I've done is whine. But I hope you saw something you liked, and I do hope you come back. And thanks for putting up with the crazy Sarah's not being very consistent in recording, because life is life and hardcore this year. But it's almost fall, at least in this part of the world, so weather's getting better. I hope life is treating you guys good. I hope it gets better over. Oh, I forgot to show you one last thing. For my birthday start, which I'll probably get 10 stitches on, because again, I worked that day. I told you I was gonna do that, but not Christmassy, so no trees and no Joe Noel. And it may change some of the colors. I mean, green, red, blue, it doesn't look, without that stuff, it doesn't scream Christmas, right? But I wanted to show you that I picked the fabric. And it is not labeled. I thought I had a label. I thought there was a label. Holy scamoles, there's a label. Oh, there it is. It is 36 count linen and cinnamon from Stitch Me. So this is the fabric I picked for my nuns. Because I have a lot of grays, but I don't want grays, obviously, because we're covered in gray. And I feel like it kind of looks like the fabric in the picture. I didn't even realize that. What fabric's in the picture? Dusty Cottage from Stitch Me. So, that's cinnamon from Stitch Me. And that's what I'm going to use. And that's what I'm going to start on my birthday. Smack dab in the middle with this nun, because that's what I do. So, I'll probably get a little bit of gray habit. God knows how much. Let's see, I'm turning 45. I'll aim for 45 stitches on my birthday. Because that whole week before we leave for Vegas, I have to work every day. So packing and stuff, getting ready is going to be, so I'm not sure how my brain will be on the day of my birthday much. I'm going to aim for 45 stitches. So I'll probably see you after that, because like my birthday's on the 19th, which is, yes, Talk Like a Pirate Day. So I'm not sure when I'll see you guys again. Either the very end of this month or next month. Either way, I do hope you come back. And I'm glad you stayed for, Jesus, 50 minutes. I'll see you guys later. Bye.